Our planet is full of beautiful landscapes, but hidden among them are locations that push the limits of heat, cold, altitude, isolation, and survival. Here are 12 most extreme places on Earth, where conditions are so harsh they almost feel alien. But before we begin, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. Number 12. Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela, which is the most lightning-struck place on Earth. At Lake Maracaibo, the night sky rarely stays dark. This region experiences up to 300 lightning storms every year, with flashes appearing almost every single night. For hours at a time, lightning can strike continuously, sometimes lasting 10 hours straight. The storms are so frequent and predictable they were once used by sailors as a natural navigation beacon. Nowhere else on Earth produces lightning with this intensity or consistency. Number 11. The Dead Sea at the Israel-Jordan border, which is the lowest land point on Earth. The shores of the Dead Sea sit about 1,410 feet below sea level, making it the lowest exposed land on the planet. Its water is nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean, creating an environment too harsh for most life. Swimming at this place is impossible since bodies float instantly on the surface. Along the shoreline, salt crystals form naturally, coating both rocks and the ground. Only specialized microbes can survive in this extreme, mineral-heavy water. Number 10. Mawsynram in India, which is the rainiest inhabited place on Earth. Mawsynram receives over 465 inches of rain each year, making it the wettest place on Earth. Rain can fall continuously for weeks without stopping, turning the landscape into a constantly shifting river. Thick clouds cling to the surrounding mountains, dumping moisture so heavily that the land is carved and reshaped by water, forming deep valleys and eroded cliffs everywhere. The constant rainfall defines everything here, from the homes people build to the way the land looks and behaves. Number 9. Donghuan Pond in Antarctica, which is the saltiest natural body of water. Donghuan Pond is so salty that it never freezes, even when temperatures drop below -58 degrees Fahrenheit. Its salt concentration is higher than any other natural water body on Earth, creating a thick, dense liquid that looks almost unreal. Scientists study it as a possible Earth equivalent to liquid water on Mars because its chemistry shows how water might remain liquid in extreme cold. Life here is almost non-existent, and only a few hardy microbes can survive. Number 8. Commonwealth Bay in Antarctica, which is the windiest place on Earth. Commonwealth Bay is home to some of the strongest and most constant katabatic winds on the planet, reaching speeds of around 125 miles per hour. Here, the wind blows so continuously that it can push a person off their feet. Snow in Commonwealth Bay rarely settles down, instead it moves horizontally across the ground in powerful sheets. Combined with extreme cold, these winds creates one of the harshest coastal environments on Earth. Number 7. Point Nemo in the Pacific Ocean, which is the most isolated place on Earth. Point Nemo sits at about 1,670 miles from the nearest land, making it the most remote location on Earth. It is so isolated that the closest humans are often the astronauts aboard the International Space Station. The surrounding ocean is nearly lifeless due to minimal nutrients. Space agencies even use this area as a spacecraft graveyard, where old decommissioned satellites are safely crashed into the ocean. Number 6. Krubera-Voronezh Cave in Georgia-Abkhazia region, which is the deepest cave on Earth. Krubera-Voronezh Cave plunges more than 6,900 feet beneath the Earth's surface, making it the deepest cave ever explored. Inside, there is complete darkness, freezing underground rivers and vertical shafts that drop hundreds of meters at a time. Explorers must descend for days through narrow passages, using ropes and specialized equipment. Temperatures hover near freezing, and rescue is nearly impossible. Number 5. Mount Everest in Nepal-China border, which is the highest place above sea level. Mount Everest rises around 29,029 feet above sea level, making it the tallest mountain on Earth. At this altitude, the air contains only 1/3 of the oxygen found at sea level. Temperatures can drop below -76 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind can be brutal. Even with the best equipment, surviving in the death zone is a challenge. The human body slowly shuts down as it struggles to breathe. Number 4. The Atacama Desert in Chile, which is the driest place on Earth. The Atacama Desert receives less than 0.04 inches of rain per year in some regions. Some other areas have not recorded rainfall for hundreds of years. The soil here is so dry that NASA uses it to test Mars exploration rovers. animals, and even bacteria struggle to survive in these extreme conditions. Yet its clear skies make it one of the best places in the world for astronomy, with vast observatories capturing the stars. Number 3. East Antarctica Plateau, which is the coldest place on Earth. The East Antarctica Plateau holds the record for the coldest natural temperature ever recorded of about -137 degrees Fahrenheit. The air here is so cold that moisture crystallizes instantly, forming tiny shards. At these temperatures, exposed skin can freeze in seconds, making survival impossible without protection. The landscape is a vast white desert of ice, stretching endlessly in every direction. Number 2. Death Valley in USA, which is the hottest recorded place on Earth. Death Valley holds the world record for the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth at around 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Summer heat can melt road surfaces and make the air shimmer with heat waves. The air is so dry that water disappears quickly and sweat evaporates instantly, making cooling almost impossible and dehydration a constant threat. It is one of the closest environments on Earth to conditions found on other planets. Number 1. The Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest point on Earth. The Challenger Deep is located at the southern end of the Mariana Trench and plunges nearly 36,000 feet below sea level, making it the deepest point on Earth. The pressure at this depth is more than 1,000 times the pressure at the surface. It is darker than the deepest cave on Earth, and only a few machines have ever reached its depths. Strange creatures thrive here, surviving crushing conditions that would destroy anything above. Leave a comment of which among these places surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.